Hi, and welcome to the Canyons Report. I'm Jeff Lykes with Berkshire Hathaway here in Park City, Utah. Well, the first quarter of the year is over, so that means we're going to give you the Canyons Report of the sales stats for 2015 versus 2014. This is just a very quick wave top version. If you want more details, please email or call me. My information is just below this video. So without further ado, let's get on with the report. Now in this report, we're going to talk about all four property segments that are here within the resort. Condominium, fractional ownership, single-family homes, and vacant lots. Let's start with condominiums. Now, condominium sales have seen a 100% increase in the number of transactions from 11 to 22 this year over 2014. 145% increase in volume, sales volume, just over 5 million in 2014 to 12.5 million here in 2015. Nice little increase. Some of the bright spots that are here within the resort: Waldorf Astoria, seen a 400% increase in the number of transactions and 246% increase on the sales volume. So nice increase there. Silverado, seen nice movement here as of late. 300% increase in the number of transactions and 168% increase in the volume that has been sold. Another bright spot has been Hyatt Escala, 551% increase as far as the sales volume over 2014. Nice increase for that property. Now, one of the areas we need to kind of talk about, but it's really not closed transactions. They're under contract, but they would close if they could, but they're under construction. Two of these properties that are here within the resort is Juniper Landing, been around a while, but they started their new phase, and they got 12 of those units under contract for about $13 million worth of inventory. And then there's Blackstone. It's a new project down in the lower parking lot area that is townhome type project, and it has 10 units under contract. We're not exactly sure the pricing 100% because they're not putting them across the MLS yet, but we think it's about $8.7 million that's under contract. So between the two properties, about $22 million additional dollars that are under contract and should close by the end of this year. So a nice little increase as far as the condominiums go. Now let's talk about fractional ownership. Grand Summit has seen about a 36% fall off over 2014 from 11 transactions to 7 so far this year, and a 68% fall off in the sales volume over 2014. Now the biggest reason for that fall off is primarily last year there was 3/4 of a penthouse that sold, so high dollar property there, and we haven't had any of those transactions so far this year. So that's the primary reason for the drop off. But sales have been pretty nice and steady in the Grand Summit. Now in the single-family home market, which primarily in the resort consists of Aspen Springs Crossing, Timbers, and the Colony. Most of the transactions so far this year have occurred in the Colony, with a 200% increase as far as the number of transactions, and a whopping 1,326% increase in the sales volume. Primarily, there was one house that sold for just over $12 million, so that was one of the reasons. But from 1.6 to 22.9, nice increase for the Colony. Now the last segment is obviously vacant land. Again, Aspen Springs Crossing, Timbers, Colony. Primarily, again, Colony, so far this year, about a 50% increase in the number of transactions for lot sales, and about a 66% increase in the volume that has been over there. Nice, steady progress over in the Colony, and lots of interest going on over there. And now we come to the overall sales for the resort, taking all the types of properties and combining them into overall sales. We had a 40% increase in the number of transactions in the first quarter from 25 to 35, and a 225% increase as far as the sales volume. So we've gone from about 11.5 million to about 41.1 million. So nice increase, steady growth, it's looking good. Now, again, if we go back and take in those under construction properties and kind of put those into the mix, and to put it into a little bit of overall perspective, last year, 2014, we sold 123 million in total number of sales volume for the year. So far in 2015, had 41 million in the first quarter. Add that 22 million of the stuff that's under construction and more likely would have closed if they were able to. Now we're up to 63 million. So we're having a nice start of the year, and I hope that continues to grow. There still seems to be a lot of activity. The phone's still ringing as far as people seeing about transactions. I know a few things have gone under contract since ski season's over with. So I see steady growth continuing to happen. Inventory is always a problem, and so that's one of the things that could slow things down a little bit. So that brings us to the end of first quarter Canyons report. I hope you found the information helpful. If you want more detailed information about property you may own or property that you're interested in buying, please email me, call me, and I'll be happy to help you out and answer any questions that I can. We're going to have a very exciting summer season this year with the gondola going in between Park City Mountain Resort and the Canyons. I think that the excitement is going to really be there, and it's really going to be fun watching that go up. A lot of other improvements that are happening with the Canyons Park City now that Vail operates both resorts. So stay tuned. We'll try to keep you updated as these new things are starting to happen. And until next time, have a good one. Bye.